creating a Google Docs form. Select New, go to Google Forms, and it brings up a plain form. If you want to use this color or this design, you would just choose a different color here. You can add an image to the background as well, so you could upload an image, whichever one you want. Say we put those jelly beans at the top. Okay, then you can add in all of your different questions, you can give it a name, etc. Okay, so unless you're not happy with that, you can go here and go back, and what this does is gives you preset ones, ones that are already there with some questions already in. So this one has a party invite already started for you. These are the different ones that I've created in the past, and I've added images to them or changed the colors, etc. Okay, so if you just clicked on, say, a new one and opened a new one, and then we can then edit it. So here is one I made earlier, just by adding in, clicking on there, putting in the title. I added an image just by selecting add an image here and uploading an image. I then added in my question. So here is my question, and I can decide, do I want it to be multiple choice, a checkbox, a drop down, etc. I then put in all of my different options. The first one is there, the box, and all you do is add it, and every time you select below, a new box then appears. Just like where it says add option, you would add it in there, and as you can see, this one's just popped up there. Okay, so I don't want a fifth one, so I'm perfectly fine with that. Okay, that is my really basic Google form. I can then share that with people so they can edit it. I could then give that to students as, what did you think about this lesson? So what I would like to do now with this form is just have a look how it would look to them. So there's an eye at the top, which is like a preview. So this is how it appears for the people that I send this link to. So this is my basic form, and if I then just click the pen, it goes back to edit that form. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is send this form. So if I click on send, it says, how would you like to send it? As an email, or would you like to send it as a link, or this is an embed code? So if I take you to my Google Docs page on here, what I did was in Desire to Learn, I embed within the page the embed code. So it has put my form into the content of my course. Okay, so how did I do that? Well, let's look at D2L. I go to here, I click on edit. I then would select insert stuff and enter embed code. And this is where I would paste the embed code. So where do I get this embed code from? So let's go back to the Google Docs. When you go to this tab here and click embed, it's here. All I do is Control C for copy. I go back to my class, here it is. Click on insert stuff, enter embed code, and then I would paste that in there just like that. And then I would click next, and then I would click insert. Now it will put my form inside my page, and there it is. So if I click update, you can now see that that form has been placed on the page above the other one, so I'll delete it in a second, but that is as simple as it is to put it in. So I thought that was a little bit big. So in my edit HTML section, all I did was click on the corners, and I just dragged it down a little bit, made it a little bit smaller, and then updated that. So I have made a really basic form with one question for student feedback. I've added an image, added some questions, and then I have put it into my page. Now when the students respond, I can then click on responses and I can see. So if I show you one I created previously, here it is. So I just click on this form, open it up, Here are the questions I asked the students. On a scale of 1 to 4, how do you feel about your understanding of aggression? Okay, so it was in psychology, we looked at that topic. It said, on fire, I'm a pro, I own it, I'm still working on it, I'm just learning and need more help. So here at the top you can see 13 students responded to that question. Here is the summary of what the students thought. So 38% felt that they were working on it, 15 thought they were just learning it, whereas 42 felt that they were quite confident with it. Now I can go in and have a look at the individual ones of each of the students, but because it was anonymous I can't see who they were because that wasn't the purpose of my task. I just wanted to have an overall view of the students on what they thought of it, and then I realised, right, okay, not enough, fully understand it. Let's make sure that we recap and go over it one more time. So it's a really quick way of getting student feedback.